Hey guys, it's Hassy Trades here on this cold Sunday morning in the UK. And In this video, I'm gonna review my weekly watch list. So my top picks for next week. These stocks I'll have specific focus on this coming Monday, and hopefully we do see this run for the entire week. So I'm gonna start off by going through the first stock, which is GOEV. So I'll start off by looking at the chart, having a peek at the daily. I'm seeing a nice big green candle. This is a medium bullish candle, showing buyers are getting aggressive. And before I do technically analyze this chart, I will search up about the company, and I'm using a free to use tool, Finviz. Take advantage of these free tools. It'll give you extra company data, stuff like the float, market cap, etc. But let's just go on to this. So I just want to keep an eye on a few things, which are the float, short interest, and some more key data. But if you look at this chart, if you look at this here, guys, the market cap is 431 million, which is a high market cap. So that's not too bad. It's quite good. Let's just look at 52-week high. It's minus 88% from here, so it is looking for some sort of dead cat bounce. Short interest, it's quite good. Short flow ratio 17.36%. Average volume is currently 7.33 million. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm just gonna quickly keep a quick eye on this, but the short flow is quite high. It's in the 214 million range, which is not a really, which means it will be a slower mover. So I do want to see a higher amount of volume on this, but from last week this has run quite a bit, which has brought this to my attention. So I will be keeping this on my watch list for this coming week, and I'm just going to mark key daily levels. But as you see here, we are currently rejecting a huge level at 1.67, a key major daily level. If we could break this level, in my opinion, we will go and push this $1.92 area. So this is a key area I'm going to watch into Monday. Another area I'm going to watch is, just if we do break above here, we probably get a 2.3 test, another daily level. Just going to highlight these areas. Just going to quickly highlight this area of consolidation just here, which will be another key level for me, according to the daily chart. After that, I'll move on to the 30-minute chart. Just look at the candles. Again, we've got candles showing there's a lot of buyers coming, but the sellers are stepping up. Sellers are pushing this down. I'm hoping we can hold this area just here. If we do get a dip down to this area and we could hold, it could be good entry points. We are creating a bit of a trend on the 30-minute trend line. I want to see another bounce of this trend line before we break. It'll show that a trend line is confirmed. Once we do break, we should get that push towards 1.67. But it's we've got some doji candles, long leg doji, and just standard doji candles. So there's a lot of supply and demand here. Buyers pushing up and sellers pushing it down. After seeing the 30-minute, I'll move on to like the 5-minute chart and just look for any specific patterns. So as you see, this pattern is quite visible, where we are bouncing in the area marked. I'm just going to mark an extra area of demand which you could possibly bounce from. So just this area here. This is an area where we could possibly touch. And I think it's talked about, is it wake-off accumulation, where he talks about how we get a spring. So I am looking for another pattern on this, which could give us more upside. Again, just drawing my trend lines. More another rejection to see if we can break this and push up. Looking for areas of support. Again, I think this is forming a bit of a symmetrical triangle. Let me just see. Yeah, we have got a symmetrical triangle forming. Again, it looks quite nice for bigger move to upside. If you see here, we are creating higher lows. This candle here is being bought up by buyers, are stepping up, and this could see nice continuation into Monday. I will be keeping an eye on this. So just looking at the 5-minute, we are forming a nice pattern. If you do see a springboard push here, I'll be quite happy. But there are two scenarios here. We could be doing this, which is a bearish scenario, A, B, C, push down here to spring, but then we could push This is bullish, but we might get that spring into here before we see a push and go towards this 1.67 area, if not further down towards the $2 area. That's one of the scenarios. Another scenario is the ABCD pattern towards the downside. It's considered to be bearish, but we might A, B, we might do C, and then we might D, and then we could possibly fall back down into this area. So these are my two scenarios which I am predicting. Let's see which one works. This is a stock which I will be watching into Monday. Hopefully it does run, and I will look for some scalps. Another stock I'm watching is CBNA, which we played last week as well. But this is another stock I'll be watching. Again, I already have this marked. I played this on an ABCD pattern, A, B, C, and then D, which was what I was currently talking about. Double bottom as well, so adds extra confluence. But let's just talk about it today. So I'm just going to remove these annotations which I didn't make last week. Move on to the daily chart. Again, like I said before, I do chart this. I am going to quickly check the company out and just read the flow and just read specific things about it. Again, it has decent short interest, so there are shorts active in this stock. So why is this so significant? Obviously, I'll probably want to see it in the 60 range with the shorts, because we could short squeeze, but it shows that if we can break key levels, we could see a bigger push to the upside. But I'm just looking at this current market cap is currently 1.99 billion, high market cap on this. Average volume 12 million, current volume 34 million, which is quite good. Let's just look at the flow. We'll find it anyway. Again, 95 in the 95 million range. The flow is quite high, but this has typically moved quite quick. I'm just looking into it on the app. Yeah, but it is a higher flow. But from looking at it last week, we did have some nice movements. I made like 15-20% on this a couple times. But yeah, I'm just looking at the daily level. If you look at the daily level here, guys, we formed a nice doji candle, and then now we're getting a nice green candle. We are approaching a huge level of resistance just here, which is 12.76. So we might get a test of this. If we do break, I do expect us to go up here and test this level of resistance at 16.72. So we are at a huge level, a very big level. So I am keeping in mind these key daily major levels of resistance. So let's move on to the 30-minute chart and look. We do have a little mini gap just here, which it might just want to fill. Just looking at this 30-minute and looking for any potential areas where we could pull back. Again, this is an area where I'm looking at most attractive for a pullback. It's had some nice hammer candles, forming another green candle. Just gonna look for areas of support which we might end up bouncing off. This trend line, if you do hold it as support, it could be significant towards the upside. Again, we are testing a key resistance area now just here. But if we do bounce in this area, if we do see a bounce in this area, we could play this to the upside. So I will be keeping a key eye on this again into Monday. It's a good stock which I played last week, so I do have some familiar, some sort of knowing about. I do know about the stock in that sense. So I will have an eye on this. I'm just gonna quickly look into the 5-minute chart. Again, nothing too special. Testing key resistance as I mentioned. We got support zones just here, the 5-minute. Just some more support areas here, which we should hopefully test and bounce and then push. So this could be a scenario where we fall into this area and then see a bounce. It's possible, but let's see what Monday brings us. We could see a bounce and then we could see a retest. However, if you do break below this 10.6 level, I won't be so attracted to this, but I will be keeping this on my watch list just for an extra watch. Another stock I'm watching is BWE. I think this is a lower float, so we have a nice mix here. I'm just gonna look for it on here. BWE. Let's just look through this chart. Again, only 7.96 million float, extremely low, with 2 million volume currently. I want to see a bit more volume on this. I want the volume to exceed the average volume. Market cap again, only 18 million market cap, so this will be a quick mover if it catches volume. It's it looks good for that, in that sense, where it'll be a quick mover, so it's a quick scalp. Let's look at the daily quickly. Let's just look at the daily and look for any significant levels. Again, just looking at the daily chart, we have approached a key area of supply. If you look here, guys, with this candle, there are sellers active in this area on the major daily level. If you could break that, if we could break into that, we should see a test of this 1.7 area, and above that, we should get pushing back towards this $2 area. But it is key to consider this area of current supply. I will be looking at this to see if we do break. It will be a fast mover, so if we do catch a lot of volume, this will be easy to break and easy to push through. Just looking at on 30 minute. 30 minutes not telling me too much, it's just telling me there's a lot of supply demand in this area, in this green candle area. There's the red candle where buyers push this up. So I'm just going to switch over to a lower time frame. So I switched over to the 5 minute chart. The 5 minutes also showing me something. I'm hoping to see a trend form here, so if we do break, we'll get a push. Just trying to form an area of support that we could all look towards as an area to bounce for entries. I'm just going to hold this area as well. We might somehow see Monday be an area, a day where this resets and we get a push down all the way down here towards 1.25 area before we run again. There's a great possibility for that to happen. Again, there's a lot of doji candles on this, so there's a lot of indecision on this. We did have a steep fall, so key to consider, because it's a low float, we do know this can also knife. Again, it had a 14% move down and then instantly moved back up another 15%, so we might repeat this theme where we're going up and down to this area. Just here 10% until we peak out and break. But yeah, we'll probably keep going to this area until we meet this wedge. Let's just draw this wedge out till we kind of meet this wedge. So we're about to meet it just here. So this could be a bit more, it will be a scalp. Hopefully if we could get a pickup volume, but this could probably run 3 days on the November 14th. So actually this is actually tomorrow. Yeah, we could see it on this tomorrow. Just looking at the dates, yeah, so this could see a nice run end of day tomorrow, during power hour, as we are forming a nice symmetrical triangle. So a bit of a channel here forming, and we could see a breakout. If you want to look for entries again, this is probably your best bet, this zone just here. This is a perfect zone for entries in my opinion, just here. So yeah, this chart I will be looking at. I like it quite a lot, and it's on my watch list. Another chart which I am looking at, probably one of my favorite charts last week, stress-free play, APPS. As you can see, I did play this. Again, I have it already pre-charted. I don't need to really look too much into this. Let's just, for your sake, I will look at it. Let's just look here. So short float, it's a higher float, slower mover. So sometimes I do like these plays because they give me easy entries and easy money back to the upside. I'll make a 4-5% move sometimes. Just easy money. Before I go on to analyzing the chart, guys, make sure you follow our Instagram, my Twitter, Tiger's Twitter. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, guys. I will be uploading another video shortly. So come on, guys, show that love, show that love. But APPS, look here, guys. Just this is 5 minute, but I'm just gonna highlight the 5 minute quickly. I'm just gonna look at the daily as well. Daily, obviously, for me, major levels. Zooming out of this chart. Let's just look through it. We're just approaching a huge area just here, quite obvious area. We might see a bit of a pullback on this. Actually, I do have an eye on this, but we might just see a pullback that I am expecting somehow, some way, soon, because we are approaching a key area of resistance. If you look here, guys, That is a key test, just there. So this is resistance into supply zone. We might see a pullback into this area just here. Just highlight it. Just this area. We might see a pullback just there. If we do, and we do bounce back, I will look for entries. But it's a good watch for me into next week. I like this. And it could be just a slow runner. If you do break out of here, I do expect a run up towards 22 and then above that 25. So yeah, please do keep this on your watch, guys. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. These are my 4 stocks I will be watching into next week. Of course, we will have pre-market runners, which I will be adding to my watch list, and I'll update that on my Twitter. And guys, check out our Discord. We've got a free section. We also got a private section which we do free trade alerts. We give you live education. We give you live trading. It's a great team, a great community. Yeah, just send me a DM if you need any help with anything. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you.